Yep. So we could talk about Kanye and Drake. I didn't
Yeah,
hear the line, but
I just read it. It was two things that he said. I actually just, I think I retweeted, but he said something about 44, which is that's how old he is. Like something about like give it up or something. Wait, let me see. Let me actually get the.
he said I don't care about 44.
Yeah, no. He said something about 44, 45, like give it up. What's the song called? Let me make sure I actually get the exact line. What's the song?
I don't know. I screenshotted it for me to react to.
It's not even a song Drake feature.
So shameless plug. You guys can go find my channel somewhere. I don't even know what my channel's called.
Was it on?
It's called Betrayal.
Yeah, that's what it's called, Betrayal.
Um,
I just want to get the exact line, so I don't kind of want to make sure that it was right instead of using that tweet.
yeah. So I'm gonna.
It was two things that he said. Oh yeah, but should be right. So the first line was, all these fools I'm beefing that I barely know, 45, 44, burned out, let it go. So that's the first thing. Kanye's 44. So he's saying like 45, 44, like let it go. But for me, that's like a jab because it was set up for the next line that literally specifically says yay. So it was like, was that a setup for that line? The next line was yay, ain't changing shit for me. It's set in stone, which people interpreted that as him dropping an album. It's not changing anything for him. Like the album date is set in stone already. But that seemed kind of like a jab too, right? Like it kind of seemed like, oh, I don't care that Kanye's dropping. Like don't try to say I'm changing my date, but it also kind of seemed like a jab. Like, oh, I don't care. Like Kanye's not a threat.
Yeah.
And then the first line going right into that 44, 45, let it go.
That's the lines. That's it.
It's just those two.
Good. I like it.
I don't, because it's like it's giving obsessed. It's giving hurt.
Yeah, but it's not because you always say that, but Kanye literally snuck him on the song. Like that's not even debatable.
I don't. There's no solid proof that he snuck
Okay,
in.
there's no solid proof that he.
That's it. He said yay. He just said yay.
No,
he said yay. He said his name. It's not even a sneak diss at this point. It's direct disrespect. And I don't. That's my issue. I have with Drake though. Like that's my issue, because it's like, I know we watched the whole documentary, the whole breakdown on their beef, and
it was Kanye's fault.
It was Kanye's fault. And I'm not no D writer. I'm gonna give of Kanye. I'm gonna say that it was his fault. No, I had the issue with Drake since Meek beef. I just don't like Drake as a person. He's corny. It's to me. I don't know him as a person. I'm not gonna be like one of those people who think I know him, but he gives me cornball vibes. He's very corny. Always beefing with somebody. Like how you always got beef. Like that's my whole thing. It's like when you have somebody who always beef with everybody, you got to know they're the problem. That's why I don't like him, because he just beefs with everybody, and he beefs with people that he quote unquote doesn't see as a threat.
Wait, is this real?
But I want a versus what?
Wait, is this actual? Oh, this is actually TMZ.
What?
Apparently, Kanye responded on Instagram.
Just now?
At 1:00.
Oh, that was 4 hours ago.
So this is Pacific time. So this just happened.
Oh, okay.
At 4:00 while we were recording.
Jesus,
okay, so Kanye may or may not have just responded to Drake, depending on how you take his most recent IG post, which is very ominous and seems to have Drake's other nemesis Pusha in the loop.
And look, they did that on purpose too. You added Push to the conversation.
Ye just threw up a screenshot of a group chat he's in where folks are ID'd by the first letter of their name only, including a big D in the middle, and Kanye addressed the group with quite a telling warning shot. Oh, that's wild.
Oh wait, so Drake's in the group chat?
Yeah, with all of them, I think.
And wait, look what he said. I live for this. I've been effed with by nerd ass jock niggas like you my whole life. You will never recover, I promise you.
Oh, it's
about to get crazy. I like Kanye when Kanye come back. Good job, Kanye, because he's a freaking weirdo. Like talk your ish, because my whole thing is in rap, you could throw shots here and there, but you specifically addressed him saying yay. Like I guess that's what rap is. This was what rap is about, and I like it. But Drake is corny. I hope this is it. Like I hope Kanye could just eat him up. I want there to be a versus. I just want Kanye to finally put him in his place, because he just be trying to bully everybody. Meek, who else did he beef with? He just beef with everybody. Like I don't like people like that. People who got a problem with everybody, you're the issue. And I think like Drake's the issue. I feel like he overcompensates for the fact that he is like a nerdy jock, whatever I guess you call him. Like he overcompensates for the fact that he's Canadian, he's mixed. Like you're not from the hood. He overcompensates for all that to feel like to get a seat at the table instead of being like Kanye, who Kanye knows that he's not the typical rapper, you know, and literally, what's the word? He kind of like appreciated that. He like didn't stray away from it. He actually embraced it. So versus Drake, who's a wannabe, in my opinion, like you want to be hard, you want to have mob ties, this, that. You mix, so you confused. You don't know if I'm black enough. Or I'm like, you just whack. The Drake fans was fighting me on Twitter today too. That laugh. One Drake fans was like, Drake don't care about you and he don't want to F you. I'm like, who's that? I'm like, that nigga is ugly. Like, first of all, let's not even go there. Like, you go to their pages, their whole page is Drake, them fighting people to mention. Like, you dedicate your whole life to this. So I'm not even gonna argue with you. But he corny. And I'm glad Kanye responded. Like, Kanye is bold too. You put it in the group chat and you post. That is some craziness.
Well, I don't ride Kanye like you do, but it's it's all sport to me. Like, I think that Drake, I mean, yeah, Kanye definitely I think Kanye is weird. Like, Kanye pieces it up and then they have beef. Like, they supposedly just pieced it up literally 30 days ago, but then Kanye puts out that song on the second Donda show and it's just like weird.
I mean, I know how to hold people accountable and we watched the whole video, so I do kind of see where Drake is a little bit, I mean Kanye is a little bit problematic, and maybe Drake is sensitive and he that was his response to the Donda disses, because I'm sure he was listening somewhere.
But not only that, like, we were having this conversation, I don't know if we had it on the mic, but we definitely had it off the mic. In the industry, these people know, wasn't that the Canadian?
The DeGrasse guy, yeah.
He's been fast as, like, it's crazy. He was number 2 to Bolt, I think.
Yeah.
But
all those Americans that were up there and he won.
I don't even know what else I was talking about. I don't even want to watch this. But yeah, it's just interesting because they like supposedly pieced it up 30 days ago, and then Kanye puts that song out, and it's just like weird.
I mean, who knows when Kanye made that? Donda's been in works for years.
Yeah, but you don't take an unfinished album and then you put a line like that in there or lines like that in there. But even if he didn't, it's also like what I was actually saying was that people in the industry know when albums are about to drop. The reason why Kanye keeps pushing it back is not because he doesn't have an album completed that he can put out.
He knows when Drake's dropping.
Yeah, and even if he doesn't know when Drake's dropping, he keeps pushing it back, trying to guess where Drake's dropping because Drake said at the end of the summer. So Kanye just keeps pushing it back to
the end of August.
To just keep pushing it back.
They about to drop the same day.
Yeah, that's what Kanye's trying to set up. So that would be annoying for somebody that you supposedly are cool with. You're trying to like sit on their album date especially when you specifically did that previously, because he did that before with Scorpion, I think, where he tried to find out the album date from Drake, and because Drake thought they were cool, Drake gave him the date, and then Kanye decided to drop 3 good music albums like all in that same month.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Kanye, I could criticize him. I feel like at the end of the day, everybody cares what people feel about them and say about them. I think, honestly, Kanye was very hurt by how the situation went down. And he still probably feels like a lot of stuff is unanswered. Like, we don't know behind the scenes, but he probably still feels sus and weird vibes with the whole Kim thing. Like, a lot of stuff probably really hurt him to a core as a man. So I'm sure Kanye still has a lot of resentment. And he still wants to play the game with him. And he still wants to feel like he won. But Kanye needs to realize as career-wise, like, and as icon-wise, you already won. Like, just relax. Like, you're Kanye. You don't need to keep trying to prove yourself to Drake. Like, you were his inspo at one point. Like, you don't need to keep trying to prove yourself to him. Just let it go.
Well, also adds to the beef too is that, and what actually kind of further clarify my point about the Kanye and Sneak. Not the same, and who knows why that happened.
Yeah.
But even Don C's comment about Drake's shoes.
I didn't see that.
I think Don C said Drake's shoes look like Plan B or something like that. Or, well, his comment just said Plan B. And then Chubbs, who's Drake's man, said something like he came back with some tough
So
guy
there's already
response.
like some beef within their own teams.
Yeah, and then Drake responded to Chubbs by putting laughing emojis. But this happened like a few weeks ago, or a couple, like when they put out the OVO whatever's.
In my opinion, the beef will probably never end.
It shouldn't end. And now Push it. Listen,
Yeah, no, whoever added Push to the conversation is petty. Did
that's
Kanye do
hilarious.
that?
Yeah, it was his group chat.
Funny. That is so funny.
The screenshot is
Oh
nuts.
my god, I want to know why he added Pusha T was like, why am I in this?
Pusha T is somewhere in Virginia with his wife eating Orange
You're
Duvers.
like, why am I in this? Oh my god, Kanye is so nut, but it's okay.
Pusha T over with somewhere buying some Lon Vaughn, chilling on a Saturday, and now he is dragged. Now he had to go to the studio. He got to fly to Wyoming now.
This is about to be an interesting week too.
That's
With the
funny.
whole, I hope Donda does drop. Kanye probably adding a verse now. Like he's about to add him to Donda. He's probably making a new song today. But I don't know. There's no concrete proof that any of the shots that Kanye made were directed to Drake. Like the whole God's plan thing could have been a shout out to him. Actually, okay, all he said was, "It's God's plan for me to give $1 to everybody." What did he say? Something like that.
Well, he was talking about. He's also made a reference to like the 6 and like other stuff in the. I'll try to. I was just about to.
Yeah,
look
I would
up
have
the
to
full-
re-listen to it. But I mean, I think it would have been big news if he made a really crazy shot. Like that would have been everybody would talk about.
Yeah, but it wasn't a crazy shot.
Yeah,
But
but
it was news.
it wasn't everywhere though. This whole Drake thing was everywhere this morning.
Well, because it was more direct.
The only like I could hold Kanye accountable, but my issue was just with like I said, somebody like Drake has problems with everybody, and somebody who has problems with everybody, I can't side with. I'm sorry, like even if Kanye quote unquote started it, I can't side with somebody who has problems with everybody. Like you clearly have an issue with people. Like you have a problem with everybody. He beefed with so many people. I think at one point even him and Nicki had beef, which was everybody was talked about that. They're like, how you had beef with Nicki? Like Nicki came up with you. You guys was cool. I mean, I guess you could say the same for Nicki. Nicki, we seem like she be having beef with everybody too. But from my perspective with her, it's more so of a jealousy thing, which could be the same for Drake. I'm not gonna lie.
I forget Consequence said this a couple weeks ago, where he said we looking for Drake's drop date. Swiss Beats line it up, drop your location. But Consequence just said this. He said, "Fuck a betrayal. It's the disrespect for me, dog. With trippy red shotgun with laughing emojis. Respect my team. It's party time. Queens all day." And that was with a screenshot of the betrayal lyrics from Drake.
So Consequence is what's he saying?
He's saying that he doesn't care about Drake betraying Kanye. He's saying don't disrespect, like respect where I'm from. He said I'm from Queens. Like don't, like you're not saying, like you're not saying anything by saying, like you got Trippie Redd with you, which I'm not
Yeah.
familiar with Trippie Redd's gang affiliations.
I know, but come on, you trying to throw shots on a song, a Trippie Redd song?
Yeah, so he said that it's a disrespect for me. Yeah.
So Consequence is mad at Drake
Yeah.
because, and he's saying it's not a Kanye thing. It's a what's he mad about?
No, Consequence, because Consequence rolls with Kanye. Like, if you're not
Yeah.
familiar with Consequence,
No.
okay. So Consequence is saying it's not like he doesn't care about the betrayal part of it, but like the most disrespectful part is that you're saying that you got Trippie Redd riding with you shotgun about to go do something.
Okay.
And it's like, and he's trying
Okay,
to say,
so he's saying, yeah,
you know
like
where I'm
you
from.
don't want, yeah, like relax,
Yeah, like calm all that down.
like that's the issue I got, because like just be you, true to yourself, be you. Like you're not from nowhere, you're from Canada. You're from Canada. Not saying that Canada don't got its his part or whatever, his parts, but you didn't grow up like that. Like, and he always likes to say, like, people be like, oh, you grew up on the grass, you grew up on the show. He always likes to say, so that don't mean nothing. We wasn't paid a lot. That doesn't matter. How many black kids that got an opportunity to be on a popular TV show? Like, stop it. Just accept your privilege, acknowledge that you're not from nowhere crazy, and that you're a confused mixed kid, and that you're trying too hard to fit into somewhere because you felt like you never had a place to fit in.
So here are the Drake specific sneaks that Kanye got off on I'm Not Okay.
Okay.
So he says, okay, now they got me want to rap again, which most likely is about Drake because Drake's about to put out Certified Lover Boy. But if you want to say that's up for interpretation, sure. Because who got Kanye wanting to rap again?
I mean,
That ain't no old person that's coming
yeah.
out like what Trippie Red's making Kanye want to rap again.
I mean, it could just mean in general. Like that could be interpreted because
Interpreted.
What I said. I don't know what's going on with me lately. That could be interpreted as him talking about in general because the rap game has been criticized a lot though. No, the recent rap game has been criticized heavily about how bad it is now. So the same way Nicki's like, I'm back out to fix this. It could be Kanye saying the same thing.
Okay, don't hang on every line because let me finish.
Okay, I'm listening.
Heal the wound and then you stab me in my back again is the very next line.
Okay.
You're the type to play the joke and try to hide your hand. You're the type to try to play the joke and try to hide your hand. He just posted the Joker thing, which I think Kanye was trying to say he's the Joker. Like Kanye is the Joker. Not the type to come around and try to play your friend.
Okay.
You the type to cut the grass and snake your bestest man.
Okay.
I'm the type to close the deal and cut my niggas in. That could be whatever. Then he says, see me in person, I look like a ghost. See me in person, I look like a ghost. Then we all know Drake's GOAT references that he's been making as of late. Like on Seeing Green, he said, I'm already known as the GOAT. Try to get close, but you won't. Which wasn't about Kanye, but he was just rapping.
Yeah.
Then Kanye says, you want to come and then play with the GOAT. You want to come and then play with the GOAT. All you rap niggas sound like me. You can't tell who is who. You got no real identity. You can't tell you from you. I think that whole verse was about Drake.
Okay.
And then especially we know the influence that Kanye has on Drake. I think that whole thing was about him. Now whether that was like
that's for me, that's fair game.
Worthy. Yeah, I think it's all competition. Just like I think Drake.
That's how rap is. Like even Nicki said herself, like there's people that she loves but she'll still go on the stage to say I'm the greatest rapper in this room.
That's not why I'm not even mad at what Drake said. I think it's great. It's all competition. It's all about real estate. It's all about people trying to prove themselves. I think that
and honestly, the funny thing about all of this too, I mean, that text message kind of maybe dispels my mindset, but I don't put anything besides any of these entertainers coming together to make entertainment for us. But I think they actually do have real beef. Like they got that type of beef where it's like people that you love and respect and looked up to, but now you become competitors, and then that's where things get, where lots of times ego and stuff just gets mixed up, and then just being famous and fans.
I'm not even mad about Kanye's response. Like I think that all of this, because here's how Pusha T explained it when he was on the Joe Budden podcast talking about it, and he said, for me, it was always rap. It's about real estate. It's about competition. He doesn't believe anything that any of these rappers say anyway. So all the lyrics and stuff that they're talking about, he's not afraid of anybody. Like. He always, it's just rap. So when you have somebody rapping at you, it's just rap. It's not no real beef. Like you take people like Pusha T or Consequence, people that were really from the hood, where people were doing drive-by shooting people, where people were really dying, and then you have somebody that's rapping lyrics at you. It's not the same. It's not the same type of beef. So when people use the word beef, like Pusha T was saying, it's like, what beef are you guys talking about? Because all I know is I'm rapping on a track. Like if they really wanted to go do something,
that's like let's go.
then they would go do it.
Yeah, so you have people like that, like you said, were born in that, and when they hear that, for them that's triggering. Yeah. Like, okay, what we about to do then?
Because in this era, you have the people like Pusha T where like they would actually like go do something. Like they weren't rapping about the violence.
Like everything they rapped about was real life.
Yeah, but unfortunately nowadays these kids think that they have to rap about everything they rap about has to be real. So now when you take Brooklyn drill and like the violence in there, or like Chicago, it's like these people are both gangbanging now and like rapping about it, which
so that kind of, like you said, it blurs the lines. Yeah, now because everybody thinks
these people in Brooklyn are really spinning the block. Like when they say that, and like
obviously people like Von lived by what he said and died by what he said.
I just spun the block, let off 22 shots. Like they really doing that.
That's why Bobby Shmurda went to jail.
Yeah,
because he literally was snitching on him and his friends. Like, but it gets blurred because now everybody feels like you got people who are nerdy and didn't come from nothing and rapping about that stuff now.
Yeah. So Pusha T, like he said all of this is rap. Like if you let's rap.
Yeah, if you want it to be further, like more than that, then let's go, because that's the thing with Drake though. Drake will be talking heavy, like took a left, turn the lights. Like if you talking all that crazy, but you're not really doing that, and you know you're not doing that. So stop.
Well,
Well, we don't know because the whole
Well,
X theory.
he's
We're not even gonna
he's
get
not
into it.
doing it.
Yeah, his mob ties. So
Like he's affiliated with people that do those things, which is not like to be debated. But I think it's like the difference between
that's corny.
like, did you see it or did you see it from your window? Like, did you like? It's almost like when Russ was going around beating up people, like beating up rappers. It's like Russ wasn't actually going to beat up the rappers. He had his security beat up the rappers. Like he would instigate a fight, and because security has to protect them, like security would beat the people up for him.
Yeah.
But he wasn't actually physically doing anything. I think that this is like the same thing with Drake. Like Drake,
But then that don't count because it's like if
but
you're gonna be
Kanye's
talking
doing the
crazy,
same thing. Kanye's not fighting nobody.
you're right.
I mean, he was doing these push-ups. I don't know. He's looking kind of diesel. He about to go knock somebody out. I don't know. He getting ready for the Drake fight. They should. Oh my god, if they
Oh
boxed,
my god, that would be a money grab.
slight
If
200 mil.
they should do a versus and a boxing match, like part 1 or part 2.
Yeah,
That would be millions.
That would be-
hundreds of millions.
I said 200 million. Nah, that's too low.
400.
400 mil. More than that, honestly.
That would be a money grab event. Like that would be crazy. I'm sure people will obviously find ways to like obviously,
No, you know we hitting
the free.
We hitting the Discord.
but that would be a money grab. But they really want to make money out of this. Make money out of your beef. I'm all for it. Make money out of your beef. Get rich off the beef.
Hey,
Like come on.
I mean, bottom line, I love it. Can't wait. Can't wait. Because as long as
It's gonna be interesting. Like I need this listening party. I don't know. I hope kind of he has been good with not saying nothing though. Like that's his whole vibe. But I feel like this one's different. I don't know. I'm getting different energy from this one.
in your
wanna go.
spirit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like this one's gonna be different.
I think Drake will make the better album than Kanye and will sell more than Kanye, and that's the unfortunate part.
Well, but we already had this conversation. The selling thing that don't mean nothing. That's like
No, well, I said better and it will sell more.
yeah.
I said better and it will sell
I don't know
more.
about better. It would have to be better. Maybe we talked about this too. Like for all the hype, it would have to be good for Drake's own legacy. But I know we also talked about the fact that Drake is kind of has one sound and he tries to, emulate and cultural appropriate. I guess you could say like culture vulture other sounds. But Drake is not Kanye. The way Kanye has every single album has been completely different than the other. No one else is doing that. And you could give Drake his you could give him his flowers. Like I'm not no hater. Like you could literally say that he's still legend status for what he has done for the music industry. He's legend status for the stats that he's put up, the numbers that he's put up. No one has seen anything like this. So I will give him that. But he's not Kanye. Creativity wise, influence wise, sound wise, nobody could outdo Kanye, And Drake definitely can't. Drake could outdo Kanye numbers wise, but that don't mean nothing. At the end of the day, he goes to bed and he knows Kanye's still the better artist. And he'll never be able to touch Kanye's legacy and what he's done. And what he continues to do. Even this whole rollout. Never seen no rollout like this before. And I know it eats those rap people up. That Kanye just keeps doing something better that they just can't do. Like nobody's doing a rollout like this with the live stream and the listening parties and the showing the albums before they even drop. Basically touring an album before they even drop. Nobody's doing this. So
Yeah, bottom line, this is all great as long as it leads to more music, because I hate the state we're in where people just want to talk on the internet. Like I don't care for all that. I hate the state of rap where we're in, where everybody feels like they just have to go on the internet and just talk all the time, and I just want to hear the music. I don't particularly care about anything else but the music. So hopefully it leads to disses. Hopefully they diss each other, because that would be the vibes.
even like the whole story of Adidon, like that whole time period was just crazy. Like that's what we want. That's what we need. Like we don't care about the tweets. Like this is still funny. Obviously, Kanye posting that Instagram post, but that's not. We want the music.
Yeah, that's all I want.
That's
all
what
I care
rap is
about.
about. The beef with rap is not really relevant if there's no music.
And it's not real. It's not real beef. It's just people. It's just sparring. Like that's the same word that Pusha T used. It's just sparring. It's competition. It's you're on my release date. I want to beat you. It's the same thing that 50 Cent and Kanye did before. Kanye did this before, where gangster rap was huge, and the guy that was wearing colorful clothes and not rapping about street stuff, Kanye, was going against each other. Those two albums,
And that was like an iconic moment.
That's like nobody would do that now because everybody's too scared. Drake would never go stand face to face and do a face off with Kanye. Not because I'm not gonna say that he's scared, because I think that he knows that he would sell more than Drake, and he probably would. I mean,
Kanye.
more than Kanye. Sorry, and he probably would. But it's just like the fact that he won't is like,
It just
where is that? Like,
yeah, where is that?
Where's
Like
the fire?
like
in
the
rap?
people not realize what makes rap is everything that was encompassed in it. Like we missing a key part of it. People are just so whack and weak now. Like they'll try to excuse it with, oh, am I wasting my energy on that, or am I coming out for that? Like no, like you're scared because like that's why I like that the versus thing's coming back, but like we just know Drake would never do a versus.
Yeah,
And it's maybe he feels too good for it, but in my opinion, that's like I said, that's what rap's about. Like we're missing that component of rap.
competitiveness, because that's how all this stuff was. That the Biggie Tupac competition, and you take Jay-Z versus all of New York and all of the whole entire place. You take Fat Joe. You take a lot of the people that were in New York.
And even they said like how Kendrick tried to, who tried to bring that back with the Control song?
Yeah, it was Kendrick.
That's Kendrick. Tried to bring that back. I thought that was Big Sean.
Well, it was Big Sean's song, but it was
Yeah.
Kendrick's verse though. Yeah.
So it's like
He said Jay Electron, Tyler
he
Mac
tried to
Miller.
bring that back, and I forgot where I heard this at, but somebody was saying like how nowadays everybody's too nice. Like all these female rappers, like
Because it's too much.
like everybody. This is the generation so soft now, and sensitive. Because now you have to be nice. Now everybody's too nice now. All the female rappers supporting. Oh, I love this female rap support. I love the support in the rap community, and that's fine. Supporting people is fine, but it's like now it's just too nice, too much sucking on each other, trying to get features and like.
Yeah, whereas it wasn't like that before, and it was survival of the fittest, like, and that's what I love the most. Like, it's cool to see certain. I only like the collaboration when it's like a real collaboration, like where there's a real artistic process.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear who's hot now get on somebody else's song who's hot now, because that to me is like, all right,
This is
whatever.
boring now. It's
But
like
when
it's
you have
predictable.
when you have two artists that come together to do a collaboration, then I like that better. People are too nice. And it's fake nice. Because people care about the money, so they, aside from how they might personally believe something to be,
Yeah.
they're doing it for the money. Like, I don't think that Dua Lipa wanted a song with the baby, but obviously you see the song without him versus the song with him. The numbers wise, it's not even close. I think it's like down 700 million streams.
And that's why people want to call Nicki a hater or stuff. But Nicki's protecting her own self for that because she still cares. Like, and because she's still from that era of like what rap was.
She gonna come on the song and try to smoke you.
Yeah. And then people get mad at that. But that's why, like, even with her doing the song with Bia, she said it took her like a while to like even come to the terms to do stuff like that because, you know, I think that someone actually did find an old tweet from Bia talking crazy about Nicki, which is crazy. I don't think Nicki's seen it, obviously, but come on, like that's just sick to me. Like, yeah, people that are in your face smiling for the money, like you said, and don't actually like you.
Yeah, which is a nasty thing. Like, people should stand on what they believe in. You really don't like somebody, just don't like them.
Same with the City Girls. City Girls have so many tweets where they say they don't like Nicki, and now all of a sudden that's like their dream collab. Nicki's just ignoring it. I'm sure she's seen the tweets. She's just like, I'm not giving you no collab. And Nicki knows that's money in her pockets too, but she's putting her morals over the money because she got enough.
Yeah. Bottom line, rap too soft. Drake, Kanye, duke it out in the music.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see what's gonna come forward with this. It's gonna be these next months are gonna be very interesting.
And Kanye got to stop being so soft too, because Kanye will make these tweets because he's done this before. Like, he'll get on stage and he'll say all of these crazy things. Like, put it into music then. Like, give us another new God flow. Like, rap it out. Like, I don't want to hear you having
like a breakdown.
Well, I was gonna use that word, but I wanted to be sensitive. I don't want you like just
a
ranting about Drake. Like, make some music. Like, go after, like, really go after him. Then, like you said, you were going to do in your message. Go do it then, because I want to see that, and I think that would be good for the sport of rap. Like, this is what it's about. This is why.
And I'll give you the respect.
Yeah, this is why Jay-Z and Nas were like tearing each other's heads off 10 years ago, but then they respect each other and they're on songs together now. Or like any of these people.
Yeah. That's why, like, a lot of people, like, even the really big Drake fans actually kind of looked at Drake kind of sideways with the story of Added On. Okay, they're like, are you really about this life? Could you stop after this, you just let it go?
Yeah, especially what he said. Especially after everything he said.
This man just came at you crazy.
And you buying,
disrespectful stuff, and you just was quiet after that.
Now you just buy him a bunch of, designer clothes and drag him everywhere, but then just so he could get the hard eyes. Well, let me. I'm not gonna talk about somebody else's kid, but
this hurricane's coming.
Yeah, you got somebody that could really rap. Even if Consequence wanted to rap at Drake, honestly, Consequence should come out and do a little something, do a little number. He's probably writing for Donda, but Consequence should come out and do a little something.
Yeah.
Because honestly, it's not that Donda was bad. It's just that I already listened to the album 20 times, so I know what it sounds like front to back. And it's
I
not
just
like
hope it's
it's
a
not
little
mixed
different.
completely, and hopefully he tweaks a lot of it. But who knows? It could be better than Certified Lover Boy. Because me and my brother were about to have this debate that Donda is better than Views, and you could really make a strong argument for that.
You can.
But
You can make that debate with a lot of Drake's albums. Because I went back and listened to it. Like, he has a lot of hits, but his hits are.
his hits do carry albums a lot of times. Except Take Care is just a unicorn. We
But
put
even
that
like a
somewhere
lot
else.
of albums, like even Take Care, like I don't think he, like in my opinion, Drake don't have a no skips album. He doesn't. I'd be skipping a lot of those songs.
I think most of The Life of Pablo was skippable.
So I'm not talking about it.
Take Care does a lot of Kanye albums. Saying something doesn't have any skips is crazy.
Nah.
I have all of Kanye's albums right here.
Jesus, no skip album for me.
I'm skipping
Beautiful Dark
Guilt.
Twi-
I'm skipping Guilt Trip.
Yeah, I guess. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, no skips. Graduation, no skips.
You talk all the time about how much you hate Drunken Hot Girls. Not you talk all the time.
I never said I hate that song.
Yeah,
I like
you
that
did.
song.
You said you hate that song.
I never said that. I don't know where you got that from. I like that song. I never said I hate that song.
College Dropout has a lot of his albums have a lot of
Well,
skips.
the first album is gonna have skips. Your first album is never gonna be perfect.
Late Registration has skips.
Yeah, Graduation, no skips. Go to Graduation, no skips. You have it. Oh, yeah.
I have a lot of albums up here.
Good Morning, not skipping. Champion, not skipping. I Wonder, no. Good Life, no. Come on, Can't Tell Me Nothing. Barry Bonds. Drunken Hot Girls. Flashing Lights. That's a no skip album.
I'm skipping most of these. I'm skipping Good Morning. I'm skipping Champion. I'm skipping I Wonder. I'm skipping Barry Bonds. I'm skipping Drunken Hot
You're a
Girls.
hater.
That's not hating. I'm skipping
Those are
everything.
all
I am.
fire songs.
I'm never going to. I never woke up and was like, I'm going to play Good Morning or Champion or I Wonder by Kanye. I don't
Well,
think.
that's you. I like that. I like those songs.
Not playing Big Brother.
Good morning. Look at the valedictorian. Scared to face the future while happened in DeLorean.
Can't say I ever woke up wanting to play that song.
Some people graduate, but you're still stupid. They tell you, eat this. You bugging, but whatever. Kanye's a legend for a reason. So Nothing Was the Same has mad skips.
I don't know about that one.
It does. It has a lot
Only
of
because
hits.
it has some of his. It was
The
a
best song.
shorter song.
Yeah.
Shorter album.
Yeah.
Thank Me Later is mostly skips.
Yeah.
Views is mostly skips.
Views is all skips.
It's pretty much all skips.
His last few albums have been bad. That's why Certified Lover Boy has to live up to the hype.
Scorpion was a double disc of skips.
Yeah. His last albums were trash. Were just hits that outshined it. They made it seem like they weren't trash. His features that kind of kept him afloat, honestly, these last few years.
Future's been nuts.
Yeah. I'll give him that.
But yeah. All right, well, this hurricane is coming, so we should probably go out and get some supplies.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really going to hit us. It's mostly going to hit Long Island. But, Long Island's right there.
We could see Long Island.
No. I mean, no,
No,
we can't
no,
see
we
Long
can't see
Island.
Long Island.
No. If we were high up, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure we're going to get some remnants, obviously. It's not like the hurricane's just going to stop abruptly in New York. And we're right across the river. But they just showed the map. New York City's red, but we're not.
Yeah. Well, I'm hungry, so I'm going to get out of here. We'll play our soundboard.
Yeah, we didn't use any of our sounds today.
Yeah.
There's really no reason. We never said anything crazy.
Yeah. Let's play it.
we
We'll
have
play
fun.
this. Since it's from a Kanye album. What else we got in here? Oh, yeah. We got the Kanye Perfect. I should do that in there.